So I just basically want to validate that you're not alone. You're not alone. Okay, so how do we move you through this career transition? It's all about change. So you have to have, you know, what's the definition of courage? Courage is faith through fear, or having faith through your fears, something like that. Bottom line is, you have to do the footwork. That's why having a coach, whether it's your husband or wife, which they're probably not the best coaches, it's so unfortunate because people that lose their jobs and are in career transition, it's harder. Haven't you noticed, like, you go home and say, honey, I lost my job and it's going to be okay, and you're taking care of them when they're supposed to be taking care of you? But just real important to be busy, to be productive, to keep what's it called, a productivity chart, document your activity. But first, a lot of people in this room might need to take a vacation. I have coached people in the last 12 years. My one of our success stories is a lady that was 58 years old, stayed home for 6 years taking care of her elderly mother, and came to us about 2.5 years ago and coached her into the assistant managing editor job at theexaminer.com. You know what we did to fill the space? So we put passionate family care services, elderly caregiver, because there were core skills that she had that transferred into corporate America. So any of you that have been out of work for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, I guarantee you, you've been working in some capacity. And you can just put sabbatical and put the placeholder, in 2000 to 2009, volunteer at the senior center, public speaker. You just really want to fill in those gaps. Engage in your hobbies. Some of you might want to start a new business. Some of you might want to retire. The Small Business Administration, SBA.com, I think it is, warehouse of information for you. What I need to ask you to do that will help you is there's a ton of free training on the internet. If you don't like the internet and you need a live body, a live instructor, I want you to call or go into the One Stop Career Center, which is at 5020, I think, Franklin Road. How many of you know about it? Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. How many, so you can get free training. How many, or they'll know where to guide you. How many of you know about CPC Job Connections Group? Oh my gosh, well, not a lot, but I'm glad you know. So, write down CPC, it stands for Community Presbyterian Church, Job Connections Group. Every Saturday from 9 to noon, you will be with folks like you that meet and talk about their job search and listen to speakers. And they break out into success teams. And I just talked to a former friend, not former friend, a friend, and it took him 8 months. And I asked him, I said, Dominic, you had cash flow going on, didn't you? I mean, you had money. There's no way you could be out for 8 months if you didn't, have some savings. And he said, oh yeah, I got a really good severance. I said, well, what helped you? What helped you get your job? Because he looks so great. He's so happy, and he's about probably 55. He said, the success teams at CPC kept me on track. Sorry. I really urge you, that's why I had you introduce yourselves, really urge you to step outside of your comfort zone. I don't care if you hate talking to people. The introverts in the room, I know you probably won't, and it's okay. But then you gotta live on the internet. And you got to live on the job boards, and you got to submit resumes through a website called Indeed.com. I really want you to maintain your personal and professional network. I want you to retrain yourself and move into a new profession if that's what you need to do, if you're on unemployment. What I heard last night is if you don't have a college education, you can get up to $10,000 in training. Training available. Please talk to your EDD office. Medical billing is a hot thing. A lot of my 60-year-old clients and 65-year-old clients that don't want to quit go into medical billing. You get it paid for through EDD. Embrace and learn more about social media. I know what you're all thinking. You can't stand, well, I'm not going to assume. How many of you are on Facebook? Okay, good. How many of you are on LinkedIn? Wow. So everybody that raised their hands, please share with people today that aren't on LinkedIn. So people that aren't on LinkedIn, please ask someone what LinkedIn is today. Please share information with each other. Okay, good. So whether we like it or not, I mean, I'm a dinosaur with technology. I'm very high touch and low tech. I had to figure out blogging 8 months ago. I had to figure out Twitter. I just got kicked off of Twitter because I was spamming, I guess. I don't get it. I know, because you follow. Okay, this is it. I'm always trying to figure out how to get more marketing. I didn't get kicked off, but they limited me because I only have like 300 followers, but I'm following 2,000 people. That's kind of weird, they say. They don't know. So please embrace Facebook if you want to, but for work, LinkedIn is the best. It's the best way for our introverted clients to never have to talk to anyone. You can network all day long, and you don't have to talk to anyone. And a lot of you that are extroverted like me, you still don't have to talk to anyone, even though we love talking to people. Updating your physical appearance. Now, believe me, I am my own person. My husband thinks I have checkerboard hair. I could care less what he thinks. I mean, I love him, but whatever. But clients come to me all the time and say, Rebecca, I feel old. I'm afraid they're going to judge me for being old. So when they say, Rebecca, what do I do? Do I need to dye my hair? Yeah, you need to dye your hair. Do I need to upgrade my clothes? Yeah, JCPenney's and Walmart. And I mean, if you don't have the money, there's great consignment stores. But yes, we need to get contemporary. The men, there's a lot of men in here. Everybody looks really nice today. But there's a lot of men in here that are wearing the royal blue shirts. Color, color, color for the men and women. Wear the royal blue shirts with the tie, or no tie and a blazer and khakis, shiny shoes. For the women, get contemporary. If you want to wear pantsuits or just no cardigans, cannot wear cardigans. No cardigans. Okay. Really need to update that look. Really need to, I was interviewing one of our clients, oh my gosh, 25 years old, hotshot little video producer, conducting a mock interview. He said the word ASS, and he said the word old man, right? Because this is what they do. They don't, unfortunately, they don't get it. But then I have clients that are 55 and older that talk in terms of, when I was this, or they use older terminology. So that's the thing with the younger clients and the older clients, multi-generations. We just have to be talking industry speak. And we're out of that company. We were Kaiserized for 40 years. Well, we need to forget Kaiser, and we need to move on into our new life, the next phase. I know it's hard. I'm not saying do it right away. You're going to be on a roller coaster. How many of you in this room have been out of work for a year or more? Okay. By how many, not by choice? Okay, so not too many. Okay, good. So, not good, but, so please come to the Dear Jane vendor table. We can give you some tips. Please talk to the Robert Half recruiters here and all the vendors that are here, okay?